A hug can make her think about you for days, or make her never want to see you again. Here's the difference. Most men think a hug is just a hug, a greeting, a goodbye, a polite social gesture that means absolutely nothing. They are wrong. A hug is one of the most powerful moments of physical connection available to a man in the early stages of attraction. It is the moment her body decides something about you that her mind hasn't caught up to yet. It is the moment she either feels safe, drawn in, and deeply aware of you, or nothing at all. And the difference between those two outcomes is not luck. It is not chemistry. It is 4 very specific things you do, or fail to do, in that moment. Today, we are breaking all 4 down, backed by psychology, backed by neuroscience, and backed by the science of touch. Before we get into it, if this is your first time here, subscribe and drop a like. This channel is built for men who want every interaction to work in their favor. And for the complete blueprint, grab the Magnetic Masculinity ebook in the description below. Everything from how you touch, how you speak, how you carry yourself, it's all inside. Magnetic Masculinity isn't just a book, it's the shortcut to the man you've been trying to become. This guide gives you back something toxic relationships and bad dating slowly stole from you: your confidence, your identity, your power. Get it now. Link is in the description below. Here is what most hugs actually look like from a man who has no idea what he is doing. He leans in awkwardly. Arms go out too early. The embrace is stiff, mechanical. Over in 2 seconds. Or worse, he holds on a fraction too long in a way that feels needy rather than confident. He pulls back and immediately starts talking, killing whatever atmosphere the moment just created. She walks away feeling nothing. Not repelled, not attracted, just nothing. And nothing, in the world of attraction, is the worst possible outcome. Because nothing does not build the kind of emotional memory that makes her think about you when she is alone. Nothing does not make her replay the moment in her mind before she falls asleep. Nothing does not make her reach for her phone to text you first. The man who knows how to hug does all 3. And the science behind why is more powerful than most men realize. Let's talk about what science tells us about the power of physical touch. Neuroscientist Dr. Matthew Hertenstein at DePauw University conducted research showing that human touch communicates distinct emotions with surprising accuracy. Even between complete strangers. Touch activates the release of oxytocin, the neurochemical responsible for bonding, trust, and emotional connection. A single meaningful touch can trigger oxytocin release in both people involved, creating a biochemical bond that words alone cannot manufacture. Psychologist Dasher Keltner at UC Berkeley found that touch is the fastest way to communicate warmth, safety, and status, 3 of the most attractive qualities a man can project. And here is the part most men never consider. Research published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior found that the quality of a touch, its confidence, its intentionality, its timing, communicates more about a man's social confidence and value than almost any verbal interaction. In other words, how you hug her tells her more about who you are than most conversations ever will. Now let's build the perfect hug. The 4 things. 1. Initiate with confidence. The moment you decide to hug her, commit to it fully. No hesitation, no half-reach, no awkward pause where you both try to figure out what is happening. Move toward her with calm, deliberate intention, like a man who has done this 1,000 times and never once second-guessed himself. Hesitation communicates anxiety. Decisiveness communicates confidence. And confidence, before the hug even begins, is already building attraction. Open your arms with quiet authority. Not too wide, that signals desperation. Not too narrow, that signals stiffness. Just enough to invite her in without needing her to come. The man who initiates with confidence never has to wonder if it was welcome. It always is. 2. Hold her like you mean it. This is where most men fail. The hug lasts 2 seconds. Pat on the back. Release. Done. That is not a hug. That is a transaction. A hug that builds attraction lasts long enough to let oxytocin do its work. Research suggests that a hug needs to last a minimum of 6 seconds to trigger meaningful oxytocin release in both people. 6 seconds does not sound long, but it is long enough to feel completely different from every other hug she gets from every other man. Hold her with presence. Not grip. Presence. There is a difference between holding someone and simply not letting go. Presence means your entire body is engaged in the moment, relaxed but firm, warm but grounded, there, fully there. She will feel the difference in the first 2 seconds. 3. Use your hand intentionally. Where you place your hand during a hug communicates everything about where you stand. A hand that floats awkwardly in the middle of her back signals uncertainty. A hand placed low signals poor boundaries and damages trust instantly. But a hand placed firmly and confidently between her shoulder blades, the upper back, signals something completely different. It signals protection, strength, the quiet assurance of a man who knows how to hold space for someone he values. Psychologists call this the protective embrace, and research consistently shows it is the physical gesture most associated with safety and masculine warmth. Do not pat, do not rub, do not fidget. Place your hand with intention and let it be still. Stillness in touch, like stillness in silence, communicates absolute confidence. 4. Control. The release. This is the most overlooked and most powerful moment of the entire hug. Most men release too quickly, signaling that they were uncomfortable or uncertain. Some release too slowly, which can feel clingy if the confidence was not there from the beginning. The man who builds attraction controls the release completely. He does not pull away first. He holds until he senses the natural completion of the moment, and then releases slowly, confidently, and with one final small gesture. As you pull back, maintain eye contact for exactly 1 to 2 seconds. Say nothing. Let the silence breathe. Let her be the one to break the moment with words. Because in those 1 to 2 seconds of silent eye contact after a confident, present, intentional hug, something happens in her brain that no pickup line, no witty text, no expensive dinner can manufacture. She feels chosen, not chased, not pursued desperately, chosen. And that feeling is what she will replay before she falls asleep tonight. Here is what these 4 things are really about. They are not techniques. They are not manipulation. They are the physical expression of a man who is fully present, completely confident, and entirely comfortable in his own skin. Most men are somewhere else during a hug. They are thinking about whether she likes them, whether they are doing it right, whether it is going on too long. The man who builds attraction is not thinking about any of that. He is simply there. And there is nothing more rare or more magnetic than a man who is fully present in the moment he is in. That presence is what she feels when you hold her. That presence is what stays with her after you let go. Master the hug. Master the moment. And watch what follows. If this gave you something real, like this video, and subscribe for more content built for men who want every interaction to count. And if you are ready to master every moment, not just the hug, grab the Magnetic Masculinity ebook in the description below. It covers how to touch, how to speak, how to move, and how to carry yourself like a man women never forget. The link is in the description below. Go become that man.